Title: The Sigh of the Asylum. Introduction. At the peak of his career as an investigative reporter, Alex Mitchell, eager for peculiar stories, decides to explore an old abandoned asylum known as Oakridge Sanatorium. The decrepit structure, with broken windows and empty corridors, whispered promises of long-forgotten mysteries. Alex, seeking inspiration for his column, embarks on a journey that would forever change his understanding of the supernatural. Entering the unknown. As he crossed the rusty gates of Oakridge Sanatorium, Alex felt a shiver run down his spine. The place, once a home for tormented souls, was now vacant and desolate. The reporter was determined to unearth the forgotten stories of the patients who had resided there, hoping to shed light on their neglected experiences. The tormented souls. As Alex ventured into the shadowy corridors, he discovered that the sanatorium was not as empty as he had imagined. Wandering shadows seemed to dance around him, and distant echoes of sighs and lamentations reverberated through the hallways. Delving into the sanatorium's records, he unearthed terrible stories of neglected patients subjected to cruel treatments and forgotten by society. The paranormal awakening. As Alex delved deeper into the stories of past residents, paranormal events began to unfold around him. Doors creaked for no apparent reason, shadows took shape in dark corners, and murmurs echoed in the abandoned recesses. Each interview with former staff and surviving patients revealed accounts of supernatural experiences, suggesting that the tormented souls of the past still sought justice. The initially skeptical reporter found himself ensnared in a web of inexplicable events. The line between the real and the supernatural grew increasingly thin as Oakridge Sanatorium seemed to react to Alex's presence, as if the imprisoned souls eagerly awaited someone to tell their stories. Conclusion in the darkness. In the climax of his investigation, Alex found himself standing before the old isolation ward, where the most inhumane treatments were carried out. There, in a room forgotten by time, he witnessed ghostly manifestations of past anguish. Distorted shadows of tormented souls writhed in the gloom, as if attempting to communicate the inexpressible suffering they endured in life. As the atmosphere pulsated with supernatural energy, Alex felt the weight of responsibility to tell the stories of the forgotten. The darkness enveloping the sanatorium seemed to diminish, as if the souls, finally heard, found a kind of peace in the disclosure of their tragedies. Synopsis with final thoughts. The Sigh of the Asylum is an emotional exploration of the intersection between a tormented past and a curious present. The narrative reveals the importance of giving voice to the forgotten and rescuing stories buried under the dust of time. The supernatural becomes a metaphor for neglected voices, while Alex, initially a skeptical observer, becomes a mediator between two worlds. The story highlights how the power of words can transcend the barrier between life and death, providing relief for tormented souls. The Sigh of the Asylum invites readers to reflect on the weight of neglect and the importance of recognizing human suffering, even when concealed in the shadows of the past. The underlying message emphasizes empathy as a powerful tool to rescue not only forgotten stories but also the dignity of those who have suffered in silence. Gratitude. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to you for taking the time to watch this video about The Sigh of the Asylum. It is because of the support and interest of viewers like you that I am able to continue sharing intriguing stories and narratives. I hope that this journey into the world of the supernatural and empathy has been as captivating for you as it was for me to explore and share it. Your support means a lot to me and motivates me to continue bringing content that can entertain and provoke reflection. If there are more stories or topics that you would like to see covered in the future, please do not hesitate to share your suggestions in the comments. I am always open to new ideas and community suggestions. Once again, thank you very much for watching and for being part of this journey. I hope to have your presence in future videos.